Okay, let's try this reduction problem up here. We've got the sine of 210 degrees, and you have to know that that is 180 plus 30. I'm looking at 30 degrees past 180 is the third quadrant. That's why it's negative there. Sine is negative in the third quadrant, so it's minus the sine of 30 degrees. Now, 510 degrees, if we take away 360, we get 150. And 150 degrees is 30 degrees short of 180. So the reference is 30. But 150 degrees, where is that? That's in the second quadrant, and cosine's negative there. So you get that nice mark just for going minus goes 30. That's 45 degrees away from 360, but cosine's positive there. So it's the same as the cosine of 45 degrees. This is going the other way, but it puts it in the third quadrant, 45 degrees away from minus 180. So the reference angle is 45 degrees, but I know sine is negative there. Well, there's all the work for figuring out what it is. Then you just go to your special triangles. The sine of 30 is a half. The cosine of 45 is 1 over root 2. Use your special triangles. Calculator says root 2 over 2, and if it says without a calculator, you got to do it just like this. 1 over root 2, the cos of 30 degrees, there's 30, adjacent over hypotenuse, there it all is. Well, root 2 times root 2 is 2. 3 negatives make a negative. Negative times a negative divided by it, that's a negative up front. So you've got a half on the bottom, you've got 2 times 2 is 4 on the top. You tip in times, and 2 over 4 is the same as a half. The answer is minus root 3 over 2. Now we're supposed to prove this identity here. Prove this identity. Now, the big trick with it, you see this sine 2 theta? You're locked into what you're going to do with it. It's 2 sine theta cos theta. That's the thing. That's all it is. But this one, you've got some different choices, different things to do. Now, let's see what I did. Now, I chose 2 cosine squared, a minus 1. The reason I did is because I just suspected that this top would turn into something that I could factor. And I need it all in terms of cosine. So I picked the one. I've got 3 to choose from, the one that's just got cosine. So I kind of just guessed at that. I was thinking at the bottom, I knew I had sine, cos, and sine here. The sine would come out. In fact, I know the top must factor into this 3 minus 2 cosine theta because it cancels. I just get the sine theta left. So let's work this out. Oh, 1 plus 2, there's my 3. And what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply the top by a negative and change the sign of anything. This 3 turns into minus 3. The minus turns in here. That minus turns into a plus. And this turns around into 2 cosine theta minus 1. 3, I mean. Now, the only way this thing could work is if one of the factors on the top is 2 cos theta minus 3. That makes it really easy. Just write it down. And then you're locked into putting cos theta. And the only way you can get minus 3 is 1. And now the outside and inside, oh, it works. But the only way this could work is this 2 cosine theta minus 3 has got to cancel. It's got to cancel. And that's why you end up with cos theta plus 1 over sine theta. Oh, that's what we were trying to prove, the right-hand side. And I kind of knew that. I knew the sine theta was coming out. I knew I'd have this thing that must cancel with the same thing on the top or you wouldn't get sine theta. The question kind of tells you what to do if you listen to it, and if you've done enough of these. So there you go. Another question done.